G'day, everybody. Hope you're well. Okay, let's have a look at the market. By the way, Craig Cobb here from thegrowmeco.com. And if you want to get more information from what I do in the markets, every Tuesday I do a free newsletter. All you've got to do is go to thegrowmeco.com, put your email in, and you'll get that from me for free each Tuesday. Anyway, let's have a look at what the market's done because it's been a gosh darn wild week. That is for sure. Much coffee has been consumed. Yeah, so Bitcoin, what's been going on? Well, a lot. Of course, this has been a week of Trump domination, right? Trump tariffs, all this sort of stuff's been coming out. It's been big news. It's been big in the markets, big. We've seen some of the biggest moves on the S&P 500. I'll show you the ES Mini because that's a live price now. Look at the daily candle yesterday, up 9.38%. This is what the week's been. Look at it. It's been wild. The relaxing of those tariffs of 90 days or the postponement, I suppose, is good. What we now need, I think anyway, is for China to do a deal with Trump where both parties feel like they've got to win. And more importantly, global markets also feel like they got to win so that we can carry on with a bit of certainty because markets don't like uncertainty. Uncertainty causes declining price action. So let's go back to our top 10 because that's what I want to talk about with you. Bitcoin right now. You've heard me speak a lot about Bitcoin on the monthly, about how there is a really good, strong monthly uptrend and the levels for which I've been talking about. So it will become as no surprise to you, the price has bounced off of that quite well. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people that's going to sit there and go, oh, I told you so, I'm right, because it's not over yet. You know what I mean? I'll be pretty bloody stoked and on the money if we take out these old highs over here, the 108 level, or 109.95, almost got to 110. If we take out that level from where we are now, yeah, I mean, that would be pretty bloody special, wouldn't it? Because I would have called it, back into the cradle zone. I've been speaking about that for months. A bullish candle. Well, we haven't got a bullish candle. It's not massively bearish. It's more bullish than bearish at the moment. But if we were to step out of there, the way that I trade would again produce results for you guys to see. A higher low, a higher high, a pull back into the cradle zone, but also into the old resistance level of 74,000 I've been speaking to. And then if that was the low, beautiful. I'm loving this monthly chart. It is incredibly bullish. The MACD is fantastic. Now, don't forget, I'm not looking at any on-chain data. I'm not looking at all these bits and pieces. I'm purely reading the chart for what the chart is, and it is in a wicked monthly uptrend. However, looks a bit crap on some of the other time frames. We've got a lower high and a lower low on the weekly. Now, am I suggesting that we're going to see further downside or a continuation of this weekly trend? Well, at this stage, no, I'm not. And the reason I say no, I'm not is because we have this support right here. It is a significant level. It was the point at which Trump got nominated, interestingly enough, he won the presidency on that week of November, and that's what sent Bitcoin through that 74 level. And guess what? He's been in for not quite a year, well, not a year at all. Not even close to a year. And we're back down to those prices. This old level right here, if we do break it, I can see there being a big spike. I can see there being, we've seen Bitcoin before. If you've been around during COVID, yeah, I'll show that to you. I got to go over to this one. I'll show you what happened there on a weekly perspective. Here we go. Here it is. See this candle here? It closed down 33.45%. A very, very significant move to the downside. The low there, keep in mind, this is going back like 5 years. That's it, 5 years. It doesn't feel like 5 years. Jeez. The low there came in at 3,892. Keep in mind the high was 8,000. It was an enormous day. But from there, look what happened. If we are to break down through that 74,000 level, I suspect we will see a fair bit of pain fairly quickly, and it could be a really good opportunity for those that want to put some limit orders in to catch maybe 60, maybe even 50, But for the time being, we're back in this monthly cradle zone. The trend is phenomenally beautiful as it stands, and hopefully we can get a little bit more of the upside, or at least just slow this mess down, because at the moment I'm not too keen on trading it. We've got these big days down, we've got these big wild spikes, we're up and down, we're up and down. The volatility is immense, but where are the opportunities? Well, I am currently looking for a short. So when I say not trading, I'm not trading as often and as frequently. I'm not the lower time frames. I'm not scalping little moves. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the higher time frames, and at the moment it is the daily time frame and the 12-hour, 16-hour that I like. But if you look at the 12-hour, it ain't no good. You look at the daily, what we've got is a lower high, a lower low, and a pullback here on Ethereum. I would have liked it to come up in a little bit further, and it could still possibly do that. Of course, we broke the support. A retest of that support, a small bearish candle. I'm shorting the absolute bejesus out of Ethereum if I get that. Binance. Back up into that zone as well after a big bounce. Hasn't been doing a great deal for a while. Binance, you can see a bit of support running in through here, just holding above $500 quite happily. Not a massive, it has had a decent slide, but it's kind of been crab walking for a long time. Have a look at this. It's just been sort of doing not a great deal for a wee while there on Binance. Cardano, a big bounce there. It's a very hideous looking chart on the weekly. I've got to say, nothing of interest, on the weekly, I'm looking for a little bearish candle up in here. Haven't got it yet. I will wait and see if I can get a short there on Cardano. Keep in mind as well, guys, when you trade, you don't have to you can make money when the market falls. It doesn't have to just go up for you to profit. That's the reality of being a trader. It can help you to time your entries as well. Look at what I've been saying about Bitcoin on the monthly, that sort of thing. Well, this is all very, very important stuff if you want to make money long term, whether it be trading or investing. So it's worthwhile learning. You can see Solana here. It did break down through a very significant level of support. We've since come back above it. Am I going to short that here? No, not with support so close. How does it look on the monthly? It doesn't look all that great. It's fallen a significant amount. It went below $100. It's held for now. Again, volatile. Going to wait and see what happens. Onto the daily on XRP. Very deep pullback. A big bounce yesterday. Not looking to short this. The cyclicity is not quite there. Trying, as it often does in periods of massive volatility and uncertainty, it performs. I do not know why. I just don't. But look at how this thing is held. Have a look at the monthly. Oh, look at that. High, low, high, high. Pulling back. It's a damn nice looking chart, to be honest. And look, if Bitcoin was to do this, go sideways for a bit where we are on our monthly, I'm okay with that because I'll probably get a small bullish candle and I might even take a trade with some margin on that one. On the link next, you can see here on the daily, it is in the right spot for a short. If I get a small bearish candle there, I will very, very strongly be considering if I'm going to take a short there. AVAX up next. Not quite as excited about shorting AVAX. It's just not got the same sort of level of cyclicity. You look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. We've had a little pullback over the last couple of days in the recovery of the alt market. But this trend is very, very strong. There really isn't any sign of this changing for the time being. So it is what it is. And the total market cap, of course, bouncing back quite significantly yesterday. Look at where it's bounced back to. Bounced back to the underside. So now this level is acting as somewhat resistance. It's not an exact level. It's not a perfect level, but it is there and it's noteworthy. So there you go, guys. Where Bitcoin is right now, I'm happy with where it's at. I would like it to not break 74, and if we sit sideways for a little while, which we very well possibly could do, I'm okay with that too. Be expecting a fairly volatile period over the next couple of weeks, I would imagine, given this tariff stuff is still going on. Yes, there was some a relief rally in the market. Some are saying, well, the biggest since World War II in some places, but don't forget, we're still in tariff town. We're still in, trade wars. It might have eased, but it is not over until we get some more good results out of the market and fresh liquidity in. It could be the beginning of a bull market, but don't get too excited at this stage. Just trade what you see, not what you think, and make sure that you subscribe to the newsletter. There'll be a link underneath here. If you can't find that, go to thegrowmeco.com. Free newsletter goes out on a Tuesday. Have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, you can make money when it goes up. You can make money when it goes down if you learn to trade. Bye for now.